If you're a residential real estate agent earning $200,000 a year and you want to grow your passive income, this show's for you. Learn the secrets other agents use and hear from experts in our field in order to guide you along your journey to investing in assets like apartment communities so that you can turn your commissions into cash flow. I'm Randall McLeod. Let's go, baby. All right, welcome back. It's another day. We've got another awesome episode. I'm going to talk to you today about investing. Yes, that's what we're all here for. And I want to tell you a little story. I was out playing volleyball the other night. I've got a good group of guys that we have, I don't know, about 10 years we've been playing volleyball together. One of them is a lot younger than all of us, and he's getting to the point where he's ready to buy his first property. And so we were having this conversation, and he's like, yeah, I'll use you as a broker. But really, it came down to me asking him, like, what are you trying to do? And for me, that's a pretty standard question I ask. A lot of people ask my wife this all the time, like, what are you trying to do out of life? Like, what do you want to get? So it comes with there being so many options. It's difficult for me as a friend to not want to sell somebody on something that they don't want, they don't need. And to encourage someone to really take the path that they are looking to take. And this comes full circle back to what we talk about way back in the first episodes that I recorded this thing, about goal setting, about coming up with your personal financial statement, about figuring out your direction and why you would invest or buy anything at all, right? And so that's what I was asking him. I really wanted to drill into what is it that you are looking for. And so his take was, look, I want to buy a house. I'm at a point now where I can buy it. I can rent out all the rooms. My friends will come, they'll live with me, they'll pay for my house. And I want to just do that. It's like a goal that he's got within his own mind. That's what he wants to do. So Aaron, I'm talking about you, man. We're going to find you something that's going to be perfect. So, in hearing that, one of the other guys said, hey, don't get so focused on real estate. Don't think that home ownership is the one thing that you have to do. And keep your eyes open for other opportunities and that sort of thing. And he was pointing at me saying, look, Randall has these other opportunities. He has apartments and you can invest without having to do anything. So what is your goal? So we're kind of going back and forth. It was still all around, like, what's your goal and what are you trying to accomplish? And ultimately he's looking for something very specific. He wants a house and he wants it in a good area. He wants to be able to rent it out and keep it long term so that he has the appreciation, the rents pay for the house, all those things, right? We're gonna get him into that. Not a problem. But what was interesting was in me having that conversation and talking to him and trying to hear him and giving him some options and thoughts around what he can possibly do. One of the other guys, it was like, man, sometimes I'm so much more confused after talking to you. Like, you have so much information and you have so many ideas around what is possible. It's like, what is it? The paradox of choice. Like, there's so many things that it makes it difficult for someone that I'm speaking with. He's talking about me, somebody that you are speaking with, Randall, to know what they can possibly do. And so I took that to heart. I was like, okay, that's really good information. That's something great for you to tell me. I appreciate that. I'm in it all the time. I'm in this world. So I'm constantly thinking about real estate, constantly thinking about the opportunities that are out there and available. And yet at the same time, if you're not, then it may be daunting. And even you're a real estate professional, you're listening to this show, you're hearing about some of the things that we're talking about on an ongoing basis. And yet it may be daunting for you to pick a path and simply say, I'm going to go buy a single family house and I'm going to buy it in this area and I'm going to do this, because there's so many options. And so I took that to heart. Mike, appreciate it. Good feedback. And really at the same time, I wanted to, I guess, just really say it comes down to the individual person, right? I can't be everybody's financial planner. I can give advice and give some options. And so to that point, it comes back to your personal risk profile, your long-term goals, your current capital situation. There's so many different variables that if you don't get the basics down yourself, if you don't put the work in and you don't actually go and say, here's my personal financial statement, here's my goals, here's the things that I really want to do, and here's why, then it's going to be really hard for you to make a decision on your own, or to have somebody like myself come in and say, here are your options based on what you just said. because I can't just plug you into a box and say, this is what's going to make you the most money, or this is going to make your life happy. You got to know that on your own. We're proud to be sponsored by Ridgeline Investment Group. Ridgeline has a track record of transacting more than $53 million in assets throughout Texas. Ridgeline is currently looking to acquire 100 to 200 unit Class B multifamily communities between 5 and 20 million in San Antonio, Temple, Waco, Tyler, and other Texas secondary markets. To learn more about Ridgeline Investment Group, visit www.ridgelineig.com. So I encourage you, I've got the personal financial statement. I've got a very basic cash flow statement that you can fill out that you should have already done if you were looking to invest. Again, this tells you where you are financially, what your cash flow situation is like. And then if you couple that with your goal setting, or I don't know, goal setting to me just, I heard something the other day and they're like, don't set goals. It's like, but if you know where you're going, you know where you want to be as far as your financial situation goes, and you know you want to increase your cash flow by $1,000 a month over the next year, then you can start to really say, this is a strategy that works and this one does not. You eliminate those things. If you haven't done the work, go do the work. commissiontocashflow.com. Right there, you can log in. I've got all those docs that are there. I've got an entire course that will teach you about high level about a bunch of different strategies. I have the documents there for those strategies, and I'm happy to have these conversations. So if you fill that information out and then you reach out to me, happy to have a conversation with you and say, okay, based on X, Y, and Z, this is what you should be investing in. And I can't do that for everybody. It's very time consuming, but if you're earnest and you are actually looking to get started and you want to have a conversation, reach out to me and I'm happy to chat with you. So again, like I said, if you're doing the work, you're going to know where you are, where you want to be. And then we can have that conversation about what opportunities are available to you. On last week's episode, I literally just talked about what it is to be a co-GP in a deal. If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to it, because that may fit your goals, right? And so there's a lot of different options, and I understand that it may be daunting, but if you don't take that first step and you don't actually sit down and look at your financial situation, if you don't do any of that, then it's not worth having the conversation. You're not serious about it. So hope you guys get serious. I hope you guys are looking and investing. I hope you're getting a ton of value out of the show. I hope you're enjoying the guests that we have on. If you could jump on, give the show a rating and review. We are in the top 5% globally. It's awesome to be there. I want to be in the top 1%, and I know that I can do it with your help. So thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Did you know that 80% of the agents we speak with got into real estate in order to gain passive income so they could obtain financial freedom and become work optional? If you want to stay up to date, the best way is to make sure you're subscribed. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and do it now. We'll catch you on the next episode.